Hello, everybody. What's going on? Hello, what's going on, guys? Thank you, guys. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Victorious Vibes with your girl, Nikki Victorious. You guys already done know, so thank you guys for joining me on another episode. We're actually going to be talking about some real serious topics today. And, this world is just this world. It's full of wickedness, evil. And part of the reason I started this channel was because of wickedness and evil, and just to stand against bad mind, to be an anti-wicked human. Yeah, anti-wicked, against wickedness, and just being the best person that you can, vibing up, leveling up, and, being the best that you can towards each other and for yourselves. So that's what it's about, and that's what this channel is about. So thank you guys, victorious ones. Good vibes only, y'all. Good vibes only. Okay, so good vibes only. I want to send out good vibes to y'all. Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys have not subscribed and you're new here, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the information that is given, and I also hope that you guys learn and you guys will come back. So subscribe and also like the video. You guys make sure you like or dislike it. Even if you don't like the message, that's cool. You are entitled to your opinion. Let me get my water, y'all, okay? You are entitled to your opinion. So if you don't like it, you could press the dislike button. But I'd rather the like button. You already know. Positive vibes, victorious vibes. Okay, guys, so we're going to get into the video. Basically, some serious topics. It's a real update with regards to Shanquella Robinson, the Shanquella Robinson case, and what's going on legally. So just quickly, basically, there has been a warrant that has been issued for the arrest for one of the Cabo Six. Apparently or allegedly, it is for Dejanay Jackson. I've also heard another video today that was alleging possibly Winter Donovan. Now, Dejanay Jackson is the demon Jezebel who initially attacked the vulnerable naked Shanquella out of her bed, seemingly, apparently, in terms of how the case is being investigated and the video is being chopped up. A naked, vulnerable Shanquella beat up on her, weakening her body. And then there is another video allegedly of Winter Donovan, who apparently gave the fatal blow. Now, there is other information as well that one of the other six, which is Alyssa Hyatt, apparently allegedly she stepped in to help Shanquella. Now, if that's the case, why would you stay quiet? Why would you help cover it up? Because now you've incriminated yourself. If you really went to help the girl, now you've incriminated yourself, and it doesn't make any sense. Now, apparently, Alyssa Hyatt, one of the Cabo Six, she ended up going on the trip after her sister was violently murdered. And, people are questioning, well, if that happened to her sister and this just happened, why would you go on a trip? Well, I guess, Shanquella paid for it, allegedly. So the ticket was booked and ready. And, I guess she figured, why not go? Perhaps maybe she wasn't a part of the plot. Allegedly she was in the other room, heard screaming, and came into Shanquella's defense. Now, I hope that is facts. But again, it doesn't mitigate the fact that she stayed quiet about it and did not say anything and went with the cover-up, and why it's been so long and why it's just coming out in terms of pieces through investigation and through other investigative reporters on YouTube who are really breaking this case down and doing an excellent job, I might add. Specifically, Tisa Tells, you guys should go to her channel and subscribe. She's very informative, very thorough in her information. She actually had an interview with one of the Mexican investigators, that is one of the top Mexican investigators on the case. So she's doing big things over there, had a translator and everything that was included with it. So it went pretty well, and it gave some pretty good information. So he was the one that confirmed that there is in fact a warrant. It wasn't confirmed whether or not she had been arrested. Allegedly, she had fled to Texas or fled to some other part in Carolina or whatnot. But the bottom line is they're all going down. Okay, they are all going down for this wickedness, for this crime. And it's also, the warrant has been issued for the crime of femicide. Okay, so femicide in Mexico is defined as a violent, a violent, provoked attack against specifically a female, a woman. And this topic of femicide is something that I've actually wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna come up with further videos, more videos about the topic, and just dive into it a little bit further. And this also is including little girls, young girls, teenagers who are disappearing all over the world. Violent crimes that are being done against females, little girls. And it doesn't, like I said, mitigate the fact that it's happening to males as well, little boys as well. It's just terrible all around, but specifically against girls, and the targeted attack of women and females of a young age. So it's really, really bad. So basically the update is that there has been a warrant. There will be further information in terms of if Dejanay Jackson has in fact been arrested and awaiting extradition. Now, extradition is a legal process in which is done between two countries regarding criminals or suspects linked to crimes. So in this case, the United States and Mexico do have an extradition treaty, and that was signed on May 4th, 1978. And so they have been exchanging criminals for decades, in terms of them coming and facing justice, as it should be. I mean, if you did the crime in a specific place, you should by rights face justice in that specific place where the crime took place. I mean, definitely Mexico has a point to prove in terms of, you don't think that you could go to another country and think that you could commit crimes and just go home and get away with it, and that's going to be it. That's not how it's not how it goes. So this is the example that they have to set, as they have people who perhaps are afraid to come to their country now, and perhaps they're going to lose money and whatnot through tourism. So Mexico has a point to prove. Okay, and justice will be served. So it's starting. So let's continue to pray for Shanquella Robinson's family, and hope that continued justice continues to prevail. On to the next topic, guys, because I have a couple other topics that I want to pull into tonight. So specifically, there is a story that I want to bring to you guys that I heard on these internet streets, and that is another terrible one. A 10-year-old boy. Yes, you guys heard me right. A 10-year-old boy killed his mother because she wouldn't let him order an item off of Amazon. Okay, so I'm actually going to play the video, and you guys will hear at least the audio of it, and just hear some of the facts that are given with regards to this child. It's really, really sad, actually, that I don't know if these parents are raising their children to know God. Bottom line, to have a relationship with Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, and that really is the only, that's the only spiritual protection that we literally have against evil. He is the one that has the authority to send every demon back to the pit. Hallelujah. To the pits of hell. Hallelujah. Glory be to his name. I love my God. I give him so much praise. And by the grace of God, I've raised my children to know him. And by the grace of God, they have a relationship with him. And my kids have turned out, nobody's perfect, but they've turned out to be pretty great citizens so far. And I'm very, very proud of my children. Thank God I have not had to deal with stuff like this. Okay, so you guys are about to hear an audio of a 10-year-old boy in Milwaukee who killed his mother. So take a listen, and I'll have more commentary after this. Of course, we have the little commercial. Just give me a second so we can skip that. All right, so let's get into it.
And set it on fire, which caused a sectional and
there you go.
5 disturbing new details. A 10-year-old boy charged with killing his own mother.
Police say he told investigators he pulled the trigger because he was mad she wouldn't let him buy something online. Let's get right to Steve Shamraz, anchoring our coverage live in Wauwatosa tonight from the Juvenile Justice Center. That's where the young accused shooter is in custody, Steve.
Yeah, Katie, the alleged killer here, again, only 10 years old, but facing homicide charges in adult court. That child is being held here at the Juvenile Justice Center, where he's awaiting an appearance next week before a judge. We're going to bring my colleague Uba Ali in now. And Uba, you have been going through the details of what happened in some of the court documents in this case today.
Yeah, Steve, and the details are very alarming. The complaint describes the very moment that child went into his mother's gun lock box and decided to take the gun out.
It's still a surprise when there's a shooting around. Usually it's a quiet neighborhood.
Steve Frisch has lived near 87th and Hemlock for more than 2 decades. His quiet neighborhood was shaken up last week after police say a 10-year-old boy killed his mother. Frisch described the family as average.
He just asked me how I'm doing and stuff like that.
According to a criminal complaint, the boy originally told police he accidentally shot his mom when he was twirling the gun, but the next day, the family called police with serious concerns. They say the boy told his aunt he was actually aiming the gun at his mother. According to detectives, the boy said he got the gun because he was mad at his mom for waking him up at 6 in the morning and that she would not allow him to order a virtual reality headset from Amazon. Police say the boy told them he got the gun by taking his mom's keys to the gun safe. He says he took up a shooting stance and that he wanted to shoot the wall to scare her, but she walked in front of him. Family told the police the boy had, quote, rage issues all his life, and at 4 years old picked up a puppy by its tail and swung it around until it whined in pain. The criminal complaint states that 6 months ago, the 10-year-old filled a balloon with flammable liquid and set it on fire, which caused a sectional and carpet in their home to catch fire. A sibling told police the 10-year-old was meeting with a therapist who gave him a concerning diagnosis that led his mother to place cameras inside their home. The cameras were unplugged 2 weeks ago. A family member told police, quote, they felt bad for not stepping in earlier because they knew that eventually something bad was going to happen. This morning, we asked Mayor Kevlar Johnson about the charges the 10-year-old is facing.
Anytime there's violence that happens in Milwaukee, whether it's committed by somebody who's 10 years old or much older than that, that gives me pause. I don't want to see anybody hurt or lose their lives in the city. In this particular case,
okay, guys, so basically you guys heard the audio with regards to the 10-year-old boy who killed his mother because she wouldn't let him order what he wanted on Amazon, and he woke him up at 6 in the morning. Now, to all y'all black people, okay, all y'all know, most of us got licks. Okay, licks. You see, my skin turned red when my mom gave me a lick, and I used to get a lick just for giving her the wrong look. Okay, I used to mumble things under my breath, and that was it. That was it. That would be it for me. Okay, grounded for 2 weeks, capital punishment, all kind of thing like that. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video. And you guys just continue to stay prayed up and catch part 2. All right, so big up and respect.